All right. So going back to the Garcia.
So I say all this to say we're gonna play a little bit of the Ryan Garcia clip. You're gonna hear him speak on something. I want y'all to hear it first before I even preface it at all, and we're gonna dive into it.
All right.
So after what Ryan's saying, we're gonna see his story.
And he's talking to Andrew Tate, by the way.
Yeah.
I'll unmute the mic again to be online. Ryan, unmute your mic.
Yo, Andrew.
Hey, bro. All right, talk to us.
Bro, I don't give a fuck, bro. They held me down and they made me watch little kids get raped. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Where?
Bro, they fucking took me to the woods, bro, and they fucking tied. I'm not fucking joking, bro. I have fucking proof, bro. I don't give a fuck. Bro, I fucking will show you every fucking video you could ever believe. Bohemian Grove is real. They fucking tied me down and they made me watch, dog. Yes, I fucking lost it. They're raping little kids.
He doesn't want to take us all, so let's go.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, Ryan.
Hold
He
on.
doesn't want to take us.
Come on, fuck this guy.
Is there more?
Fuck this dude, dude. Come on.
Who?
You know the higher elites, bro. You already know who they are, bro.
Listen to what he said. You know who they are.
You know the path you're going down is dangerous, my friend.
I don't give a fuck. They can't touch me. I'm with God.
Well, that's the first point of contention because I care about you a lot, and I can assure you from my own personal experience that they can touch you, which is the
Bro,
worst part
no,
about
they
it.
can't. So come touch me, you fucking bitch.
That's good, right?
Wow.
There.
You have proof of these?
So
Oh,
look,
that's a lot to unpack.
yes, and it was maybe what 30 seconds to a minute of conversation.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I want y'all to understand on how to decipher these things, because a lot of times people feel like people just be reaching, but there's a lot of cold words that go on. There's a lot of cold words that go on when these conversations are happening, and when you are a part of the inner circle, you kind of know what those cold words are, and you understand real quick.
Yeah.
So from my perspective, now this is my perspective. I can't say this is fact or anything. What I do think, though, is Ryan Garcia went to that platform to Andrew Tate specifically because he wanted to say it to Andrew Tate and the people who are in his circle. And there's a reason for that. I believe, just look at the order of events. He says, unmute your microphone. He unmutes it. Ryan Garcia, you can tell is ready, dog. As soon as he gets on there, yo, so Andrew, and he starts saying, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He says this shit. Why did he come on with that kind of energy? I don't think it was just because he doesn't give a fuck about saying it. I think there was something that was happening in that conversation that we did not fully hear, or something that was going on to make him say that. And I really think it was a handler that you were hearing in the background telling Ryan Garcia he shouldn't be saying any of this.
He was getting into it with them, you think?
At the same time, I think it was a buildup. And that's why he answered the phone under so much angst.
Yeah.
And he also knew who he was talking to. I personally believe, I've said this a long time, hey, I've been proven wrong before, but I believe Andrew Tate is controlled opposition just like I believe Joe Rogan is. I love the Joe Rogan show, don't get me wrong. I've seen Andrew Tate say things that I do not disagree with, don't get me wrong. But I ain't going down a path of controlled opposition. I'm going to just say what I said about that. We can go into that another topic, another time. But
the Joe Rogan one is hard for me to buy into, but we could. I would love to see your perspective at another time about that.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I'll show you. I'll show you firsthand. Nonetheless, though, so matter of fact, we should do a whole special on controlled opposition to kind of dive into what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So with that being said, Ryan Garcia is young, rich. He's seen a lot. There's no way he hasn't been to any of these Hollywood parties to see anything.
Right.
Okay. He's a professional fucking boxer. How do they just hold him and tie him down and make him watch this? You think there might have been some weapons involved? Definitely. That's why he knows what he can and can't say. He's aware. No matter how angry he is, what is the first thing that Andrew Tate tried to get him to do? Say a name. He said, they made me do this and this and this. Andrew Tate didn't say, bro, I know. I've been doing my own research and da-da-da-da-da, and I believe da-da-da-da-da-da. He didn't say any of that shit.
Are you alluding to maybe he was some muscle that was there involved?
He wasn't. I don't think he was there.
Okay.
I think, but like he said, you know, bro.
Yeah.
You know. You're not
You've
retarded.
met the same people. Yeah.
You know. Just a quick side when you talk about those people are those people. They got power to make some shit change in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
You gotta. Oh, that was really pun. Because there's a episode of Kevin Hart, his little sit down show, and he had Jay-Z on there.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a video you can look up.
Oh, is this when he was like?
No, it wasn't. It was the same show, but he was talking to somebody else.
Oh, okay.
But that same show, ironically, there's another moment here where he's talking to Jay-Z, and he goes, you know, when you get into Hollywood, there's always this veil, there's always this curtain, and you reach a certain level in Hollywood, and then you get behind that curtain, and there's another curtain. Then you got to get behind that curtain, and then you get presented the door. Jay, you ever seen what's on the other side of the door? And the look on Jay-Z's face is like, bruh, you did not just ask me this.
Right.
And then it kind of gets quiet, and then they cut to commercial just to come back for him to be like, so, now let's kind of get off this topic.
Interesting.
That same episode that you mentioned when he was doing this, the girl, I forget which actress
it was like
it was.
Amy Schumer or something like that. Yeah.
Where she's very prominent. She went on a tirade, started going off about all of the stuff she's seen in Hollywood, and Kevin Hart out of his mouth said, stop, they're in here.
Right.
And she said, they're in here right now? Yes. Okay, this shit ain't no game. These people not playing. Like, understand that. So, again, why in the fuck, if you are Andrew Tate, if you know the elites are who they are, and you say you've already experienced this firsthand, would you ask him who?
Right. Do you think he was baiting him into giving names so Andrew wasn't the one doing it?
No, I don't think Andrew Tate's he's not important enough for them to use him to manhandle another celebrity and risk losing everything by having another celebrity there.
No. I mean, the fact maybe like opportunistic. Like he goes, okay, Andrew would genuinely wants to expose it. He's already been through the ringer. He's already fighting a battle. And he's like, well, shit, Ryan's about to go off the handle. Who? And then his handlers cut him off.
If that's the case, why didn't you tell the who, Mr. Tate?
Because he's already going through his own battle.
Exactly. So you're not really trying to pull the top all the way off.
He might be scared of.
So if you're scared,
what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But again, look at it from this perspective. Okay, I'll give you a better perspective. Right now, let's say I have something in my possession that I know motherfuckers want to kill me for. And then you don't know what it is. But I'm telling you, like, bruh, like, but you know who these people are that want to kill me for, and you know they nothing to be played with because you've had your own experience with them.
Okay.
And I say, hey, bro, I got this thing here, and I don't give a fuck how they feel about me. Would you want to know what the fuck it is?
Me? No, I wouldn't want to be involved.
Exactly. Because anybody who knows how fucked up the other side is, as you're saying, and if they're really like that, and you're so adamant that you know how ugly this shit can get, like Andrew Tate is saying, why would you even ask who the who is?
Yeah, why would you want to tie yourself to that? Okay, I follow you.
It's a setup. You know what the fuck you're doing, and if you can get him emotionally attached enough to this situation to say the wrong thing, hey man, you did your job, Andrew Tate. Don't think for 1 second they don't set people up like this.
So wouldn't it be? So it's not bad if he would have started dropping names, then they wouldn't have minded that. You think?
Hell yeah, they mind. Because you got to understand the people that are doing this are not names we're going to just know. Some of them are, but they're always tied to other names. I give you an example. Like,
so hold on. So walk me through this because I'm trying to keep up with you. So
Understood.
if Andrew, if he's put there to set up Garcia to release names, what's the game being played then?
The game is ultimate. It's called the Hegelian dialect. You create the sickness so that when you create the cure, you look like the savior. Andrew Tate just told you multiple times he under his own shit. He said at the very beginning of that, without the clips that we put on there, but he heard it off air when he said, "Oh, they'll give you $50 million to do this and this and this, and
he
promote
did say
this
that.
and promote that."
Yeah.
What do you think he doing? They're trying to promote the mental deterioration of Ryan Garcia to cut him at the knees so it can look like he's absolutely fucking crazy and nothing he's saying makes any sense.
And possibly he kills himself, or does it get that dark?
It can get that dark very well. Very, very, very fucking quickly.
Wow.
Not before they cash out on this Devin Haney fight, that's for sure.
Right.
But again,
do you think Devin knows what's going on, or is he genuinely confused?
I can't speak on that. I think Devin Haney and his family definitely know a little shit
have an
that's
idea?
going on, but they definitely have an idea. But I
Mhm.
also think a lot of people, just like a lot of our senators, they're really oblivious to spiritual warfare. They're
Sure.
really oblivious to certain things until it happens directly to them. I personally think that Devin Haney and his father are a bit obnoxious, and they might understand what the
But
spiritual realm to this degree, but I don't think they're even thinking about it
they
on
might
that deep
maybe
of a
they're not
level.
in his position. They're like, well, if it was going to happen to him, it happened to me, and it's not, so it must be cocaine or
Yeah,
something.
or some,
Or,
and I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
they selling the fight too. Like I think some
yeah.
people, you can also pay them to just be fucking ignorant.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, bro, like every rapper that they paid to promote bullshit
Mm-hmm.
isn't necessarily like an industry plant that doesn't do any of that. That they're just paying to promote an image. No, some of these motherfuckers are really like that.
Yeah.
And they bail them out of jail every time so they can live this untouchable looking lifestyle just to promote it to you to think it's possible.
Yeah.
So it's that deep.
It is.
Somebody like a Devin Haney, they could easily be like, "Hey, bro, we'll give you an extra $20 million because he does coke. He does coke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he do coke. He do, and hype Devin Haney up to really have this argument from a perspective of what he think it is.
True.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not hard to manipulate somebody with money like that. Again,
As far as where we're at now, where it's he released the video with the people. It sounded like he was getting bum rushed in his hotel. They post the satanic stuff with the gibberish underneath it. Then he comes back at like the conference table saying they took my stuff, they took this. I love God. I'll see you later. And then today or yesterday, his dad saying that he's just trolling. What do you think? With everything that you've gathered from all of this and what you believe in, what do you see happening? What's the next phase?
that is up in the air. It's gonna be a fight for the rest of Ryan Garcia's career because
He's done too much.
Yeah, you can't say fuck the devil and expect the devil not to say fuck you too. Like, it's something I live with every day, bro. Like, I can only imagine what it's like when you have the type of pull and money and power that he has to actually make a difference. Look at how many people are talking about this shit. Again, we've established this is not a new conversation. People have been talking about this since the 90s, since the 80s. This is not new. Why is it this big now? Because it takes the right person to speak on it. It takes the right person to get it. And with their type of connections, it'll spiral into something bigger. So the opposition has to play this as carefully as Ryan Garcia does. They can't do anything too fucking crazy or too rash.
Yeah.
He hasn't went through enough for you to just miraculously kill this kid and think that this shit is just coke or some shit.
Yeah.
You can't.
Wow.
So right now, what I think is we're at a stalemate. What happens in this fight is going to determine how they spin Ryan Garcia. If Ryan Garcia loses in any type of fashion, really, if Ryan Garcia loses other than this shit being an all-out, bang-out 12 rounds and it goes to decision and he loses a split decision to some shit. Anyway, other than that, they're going to say, see, he wasn't mentally there. His mental acuity is gone. Maybe we should strip him of his boxing license until he gets back. You're going to see that if that occurs.
Okay. We got it on.
If Ryan Garcia wins, it gets crazy.
Oh, man. Okay.